So I saw Oblivion last night with Tom Cruise. This is one of his many science fiction movies coming down the pike. I really liked Oblivion. I've read a lot of reviews where people are like, oh, it's derivative of other science fiction movies, and I think that's really just reviewers trying to show off how much they know about science fiction movies. You know how douchey movie reviewers can be, and others that say that, oh, it's slow, and others that say it's confusing and stuff. I have no clue what these people are talking about. Oblivion basically is about, well, the world is all destroyed, and there are no human survivors. They're all on Titan, which is a moon off in space, and there's this giant space station called the Tent, and it houses personnel that come down to Earth and oversee the harvesting of oceans, and like sucking up all the oceans to send off to the Titan colony, and getting rid of the last of the remnants of the aliens who were left in the ground war when the aliens came and destroyed everything. First they blew up the moon so that most of the planet would suffer like a lot of natural cataclysms like earthquakes and floods and stuff, and then came down to scour the earth. Or that's what we think. There's a lot more going on, and the actual truth is a lot freakier than that. I'm not going to give it away because I find a lot of Oblivion actually leads up to the twists and the turns, and ratchets up the tension really effectively. And that's actually half the fun of this movie. That's what most of this movie is ratcheting up tension. You know something is wrong, but you can't quite place your finger on it. And when the truth is revealed one by one, it's really awesome. I usually spoil movies for myself. I read a lot about movies before they come out, because I'm sick that way, I guess. And this time out, I didn't really read anything about Oblivion. So I went in cold, and even though a lot of the stuff that does happen has happened in other science fiction movies, it works here. I thought this movie tells its own story. It's pretty cool. The visuals are stunning. A lot, I like seeing the remnants of Earth in the past, and I love the little floating condo apartment things that Tom Cruise and his little girlfriend there live in. That's pretty awesome with the floating the swimming pool and all that stuff. I like the ships and everything, and when the action does happen, it's really exciting and really well staged and well shot. There's a terrific canyon chase that was awesome. It was, one of my favorite parts of Empire Strikes Back is when the Millennium Falcon and the TIE fighters are flying through that asteroid belt, and there's a scene similar to that, which I loved. I love that stuff when ships are flying through canyons and chasms really quickly. There's really no reason for it other than to shake off the ships chasing you. It's brilliant. It's awesome, and all that stuff is worth the price of admission. The threat itself, the real threat, when you find out what it is pretty cool. I've always, I don't want to give too much away, but I've always laughed at movies like Independence Day and Battle LA, where when aliens come to invade Earth, they launch a ground invasion. I've never understood. That's pretty stupid. Even humans don't like ground invasions. We've already come up with technology ourselves, like these unmanned probes that that are armed, and you can just clinically shoot down buildings and terrorists in another country, sitting in your own home, just operating these things on your computer. So why the hell would aliens come in and launch a ground invasion? They would probably, if aliens did exist and wanted to kick us in, they would just launch strikes from space and not get their hands dirty. And more or less that's what this threat does, and it's pretty awesome. you know, I'm happy to see someone like tell a story like that for a change. I probably have given a little bit too much away, but I haven't really given that much away. It's pretty cool. I suggest you watch it. It's a well-told story, and I think it'll be one of those movies that will be fondly remembered as a terrific science fiction piece, you know, years from now.